What's up, y'all? It's your boy EB Shiny. Gonna go over one of the channels, Vault. They are an awesome company. They do deck boxes, binders. They're starting to get into more products, but I am gonna review some of the deck boxes right now for you, right this second. So they have the single deck boxes that aren't even out yet to the public. Let's break this open right now. This can go yeet. All right, so you get a deck box. The singular deck boxes, they hold up to 150 cards. It folds all the way down with the Vault. This is the blue one. You get a little dice bag that comes with them. You get the Vault, and on the back it gives you their newsletter and discount codes, and then you get your little divider for the deck. Just to show you y'all that crack open. This is a 100 card pauper deck single sleeve. So they fit very, very nice. Fit very, very nicely in there. You still got some extra room, more stuff. You can card divider in, close them up. So that is the first product. Those aren't available to the public just yet. I'm breaking news over here. They will be available soon. I know that much. And then you get the staple that is out right now. You can actually order it on Amazon, or you can go to infinivalt.com and order it on the website, however you choose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'll show you what this one is. This is the double box. When you open it up, again, it comes with the Infinity Vault, and you get a $25 discount. So I will be handing a couple of those out at cons and events. Pop this one open. The great thing is I don't know what colors these are, so when I'm looking at them, you'll be looking at them. They all come with plastic wrapped box, and this is the 3-tier. So this is just the plain OG black. So it's your 3-tier. Got one deck box, two deck box, and a dice tray. So I mean it's pretty decent. They fit. I can fit 3 of these in my bag with a couple of guys. But they're really nice. They're really sturdy. The magnets are wicked strong. Not going to be able to open them. That's the OG black. Let's see. This one's a blue one. I do believe he has purple and green, but I don't know what. This is a blue. Color it is. Pop it open. This is the green, and I have the purple. It's actually in my card bag, but green color. So yeah, there's that. One of the other newest products he has is giant binder. I mean, look how giant this. You can barely see it on. It is huge, gigantic. Got the Infinivalt logo on the spine. You open it up. Giant. You open it up, and it is a 3-high, 3x3. You can put non-carded sleeves and carded sleeves, and I mean that's a lot of cards. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it very much. Because normally, if I'm putting something in a binder, for instance, like this binder. This is probably going to be all my expensive cards, like your Mox Ambers, your Mox Diamonds, your Mox Opals, stuff like that. Other than that, that is Infinivalt. So if you guys want, you guys can go on to infinivalt.com. You guys can find the link in my... so it's infinivaltcards.com. Find them on Instagram at Infinivalt. you guys can shout them out, tell them I sent you. We will have a discount code here shortly for them. Other than that, next game, we're at the next con. What's up, y'all? It's your boy EB Shiny back with another sponsor review. So, for all you that don't know, Foxy's Proxy makes bags. So this bag that you come out with, I'm gonna go after that after. But for those of you that don't know, he does proxies. He does like poison for Cusco. Right now, if you go on the website, foxysproxiesmtg.com, you get some free tokens today. You'll get these 3 tokens. You'll get a treasure, a clue, and some tokens. So you go in, not a trick, it's not anything. You can get these right here for free on the website. All you got to do is pay. He also does like Cyclonic Rift, Dockside Extortionist with Mr. Krabs. Got some crazy proxies. But the main focus right now, is the bag. So this is a card bag. So you can do it one of 2 ways. I know other people use their quivers, or a lot of people use deck boxes. I personally use my other sponsor, Infinivalt deck boxes for this bag. So let's get into it. So the outside of it, the hard shell. It's a very nice hard shell. You're not going to worry about anything. It automatically comes with Foxy's logo on it, and then a strap for some patches. I have a lot of patches. I collect them, so I put 3 of them on here, and then obviously I put my sticker, Certified Jank. The other good thing about it is it's double walled. So once it gets a little too full, you can unzip it and it will expand. You can also set your code and lock it up so no one can grab your stuff. The back of it is really good. So this is what I'm going to travel with to most cons. Got a little sunglasses or glasses holder. Got the secret compartment, all your goodies. Then you got just a little secret compartment right as well. And then it also has the strap walking around the airport. You want to stick it on your luggage. So let's zip this out, get into it. So zip this out, we'll get into it. All right, so now with it unzipped, we'll see here. So this is the small quiver bolt. This is an Infinivalt box, and an Infinivalt box. So let me take this out. Take these out. So that's how big this bag is. So now what you can also do is it's got a nice thick lining on it. You can take it off, but I recommend you leave it on. You can also take it off and it will expand more. But I leave it on because it keeps everything nice and tight. You can also comes with divider trays. So if you have smaller deck boxes, obviously put these bad boys in. Then take them, make your spots for your deck box. So if you like the clear deck boxes, you can fit them. More playful ones, you can fit them and split them or put them in however you want. I don't use these, so these stay at home. And I just use my deck boxes from my other sponsor. A couple other things that you can do. At the top of this bag, This side. Now we'll go to the top side of the bag. Flip it around here. Really good. This is the top of the bag where the hard shell is. So you got a pocket right here. This is where I keep my iPad and charger for when I'm traveling. My other tablet too for life counting when I'm sitting at tables will be in. I also keep my tripod, my extra stickers, my name tags. I got a card binder, just a small one that I take with me to events, trade and to sell. Pack of stickers, so I know where my extra stickers are. Pack of clear sleeves and just random jank sleeves for when you're ripping packs if you get something good. A good, dependable marker for signing playmats. I usually keep a Sharpie with me, but that's good for signing playmats. A dry erase marker for my Infinite tokens. And I have 2 battery chargers. So that's basically everything that I keep in this thing. Nothing crazy. I really appreciate Foxy for sending me this, and maybe we'll be able to give one away soon. We'll see what happens. We will see. Catch y'all in the next one. Later. What's up, y'all? It's your boy EB Shiny. Gonna go over one of the channels in a vault. They are an awesome company. They do deck boxes, binders. They're starting to get into more products, but I'm gonna review some of the deck boxes right now for you, right this second. So they have the single deck boxes that aren't even out yet to the public. Let's break this open right now. This can go yeet. All right, so you get a deck box. The singular deck boxes, they hold up to 150 cards. It folds all the way down with the Infinivalt. This is the blue one. You get a little dice bag that comes with them. You get the Infinivalt, and on the back it gives you their newsletter and discount codes, and then you get your little divider for the deck. Just to show y'all that crack open, this is a 100 card pauper deck single sleeve. So they fit very, very nice. Fit very, very nicely in there. You still got some extra room, more stuff. You can card divider in, close them up. So that is the first product. Those aren't available to the public just yet. Breaking news over here. They will be available soon. I know that much. And then you get the staple that is out right now. You can actually order it on Amazon, or you can go to infinivalt.com and order it on the website, however you choose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'll show you what this one is. This is the double box. When you open it up, again, it comes with the Infinity Vault, and you get a $25 discount. So I will be handing a couple of those out at cons and events. Pop this one open. The great thing is I don't know what colors these are, so when I'm looking at them, you'll be looking at them. They all come with plastic wrapped. box, and this is the 3-tier. So this is just the plain OG black. So it's your 3-tier. Got 1 deck box, 2 deck box, and a dice tray. So I mean, it's pretty decent. They fit. I can fit 3 of these in my bag with a couple of guys. But they're really nice. They're really sturdy. The magnets are wicked strong. Not going to be able to open them. That's the OG black. Let's see. This one's a blue one. I do believe he has purple and green, but I don't know what. This is a blue. Color it is. Pop it open. This is the green, and I have the purple. It's actually in my card bag. Green color. So yeah, there's that. One of the other newest products he has is giant binder. I mean, look how giant this. You can barely see it on. It is huge, gigantic. Got the Infinavolt logo on the spine. You open it up. Giant. You open it up, and it is a 3-high, 3x3. You can put non-carded sleeves and carded sleeves. And I mean, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it very much. Because normally if I'm putting something in a binder, for instance, like this binder, this is probably going to be all my expensive cards, like your Mox Ambers, your Mox Diamonds, your Mox Opals, stuff like that. Other than that, that is Infinavolt. So if you guys want, you guys can go on to infinavolt.com. You guys can find the link in my. So it's infinivoltcards.com. Find them on Instagram at Infinavolt. You guys can shout them out. Tell them I sent you. We will have a discount code here shortly for them. Other than that, next game, we're at the next con. What's up, y'all? It's your boy EB Shiny back with another sponsor review. So, for all you that don't know, Foxy's Proxy makes bags. So this bag that you come out with, I'm gonna go after that after. But for those of you that don't know, he does proxies. He does like poison for Cusco. Right now, if you go on the website, foxysproxiesmtg.com, you get some free tokens today. You'll get these 3 tokens. You'll get a treasure, a clue, and some tokens. So you go in, not a trick, it's not anything. You can get these right here for free on the website. All you got to do is pay What is up, y'all? Welcome to another Monday night of some madness. Tonight we're not doing anything crazy. We are playing some Oathbreaker. For all y'all that don't know what Oathbreaker is, you have your Planeswalker and a signature spell. Works just like Commander Tax. So basically your Planeswalker is your commander, and then you have a signature spell that you can play as many times as you can cast it with your Commander Tax. 60 card decks, 20 life. They're quick games. Fun fact, this is how I taught my boss at work how to play Magic the Gathering. Now he's playing Commander, and he's cooking up some crazy stuff. He actually came by last weekend. We did a little trade. That's actually how I got that jersey, if you all saw on Twitter. We traded a bunch of cards I traded for a signed jersey. Because that's his. That was his dirty obsession. He collected clothes that people wore. So he collects game worn jerseys from hockey players. But enough with me blabbing on and on. I am joined with some wonderful guests. Two of them haven't been here in a very long time. I am joined with Rebel Josh. What is up, bud?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Excited to pop your Oathbreaker cherry.
Yes, absolutely.
So for all y'all that saw the first post, Cop was supposed to be with us. He had something come up, so I put in the Discord, hey, can anybody join me tonight? And Josh started asking questions, and he was like, I'm down. I will build my first deck. I was like, perfect.
Hell yeah. You want me to introduce my deck?
Sure, you can introduce your deck.
Sure. I literally finished sleeving it up right before I hopped in the Discord chat, but I am playing Liliana of the Veil with my signature spell, Read the Bones. I can make people discard stuff, refill my hand with Read the Bones, and just keep that train going. I like people discarding stuff, putting stuff in the graveyard. Hopefully I may or may not try to take things from the graveyard. I don't know. We'll see. It's pile of cards. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah. And then I am joined with Virtue MTG. What up, Fredo? How you been?
Good. Thank you for having me. Hi everyone, I'm Fredo, or also known as Virtue_MTG, but that's just my username. Most folks call me Fredo. I love playing Commander, talking about Magic. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok under that username. Today I'm playing Elspeth Resplendent with the signature spell Slip on the Ring. It's mono white ETB Flicker Shenanigans. Usually this is a Commander deck, but I was able to get it down to 60 cards. It's usually Mother Machines at the helm, but I enjoy a good Elspeth Oathbreaker deck, so he's taking the lead.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to see what it does. And on the channel, we at least have them once or twice a month. What's up, Hip? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Eric. How you doing, man?
Good. Can't wait to play some games.
Yeah. If you've seen me on this channel playing Oathbreaker before, you certainly know what this deck does, because it is the onlyest deck I have played on the channel. But basically, Tezzeret has this great positive ability that allows me to deal damage to everyone else and gain a bunch of life based on the number of artifacts that I have on the battlefield. And I have Stockcast, which has affinity for artifacts, so I can potentially just pay 1 blue to draw 2 cards over and over again. It's not like super broken, but it's pretty strong. It's a little gross, and it's very fun, and I'm excited.
Hell yeah. I am playing Jace, Wheeler of Mysteries, and my signature spell is Madding Cacophony. And I'm not going to mill everybody at the table. I'm going to mill myself. It's going to be really, really fun and really, really weird. I made this deck for Chicago. I played it in front of Jason, who made the Oathbreaker, and he went, that is the weirdest way to use that card. And hopefully, with the games that we play tonight, you guys can see how weird it is when it actually goes off. So, we will do this. Josh, why don't you pick a number 1 through 4?
3.
All right, we're gonna wheel the table 3 times. I say it every stream. Spell table, if you're listening, please put a number so it will automatically wheel for us, because that would be amazing.
Yeah. Just click a button, randomize 4 times. That'd be incredible.
Right. Fredo, you start us off.
Awesome. Quick question. I don't usually go first in Oathbreaker. Do I still draw an extra card?
Yes.
Alrighty.
It's just like a regular game of Commander. Regular pod.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, if everyone has a playable hand, I'll take my draw.
What's up, Daniel? How's your night going?
Alright. Let's play a Plains, and we'll pass.
All right, I will draw. I will play Surgical Bait. ETB's tapped. I can tap it for an island, or I can pay a colorless and an island and sack it and draw a card. Pass the turn.
Oh my god, I'm the 3rd player. I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw this card. And let's start it off with the only acceptable play based on my starting hand. Urza's Saga. That's going to get a counter, and now I can tap it for a colorless mana, which would be very exciting if Sol Ring was legal in this format.
Yeah.
Since it is not, I will simply pass my turn.
Good deal. Tap, draw. Let's see here. Let's just play a swamp and pass.
Alright. Draw. Play Plains. We'll tap both. And I'll cast a Wall of Omens. On ETB, I'll draw a card. And that's it for me. I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will draw. I will play a island for land for turn.
Specifically, that is my favorite island. I just have to point that out. Mark Pool's amazing. Good
They-
job, Mark.
They are my favorite islands from Mark Pool. I'm going to tap 2 and play a Cloud of Fairies. When it ETBs, I can untap 2 lands. And then I will... tap another 2 and play a Pestilent Pestilentier. I'm going to call them Peters because I cannot pronounce the word. So these guys, what they do is target player, I can pay 1, tap it, target player puts the top card of their library into the graveyard. I can tap 4 of them if I have multiple, and target player puts the top 12 cards into the graveyard. And I can have as many as these in the deck as I want. And then I will graciously pass the turn.
Eric, did you know about that particular Mark Pool island before I go to my turn and untap, upkeep, draw?
Mm-hmm.
That it is across many different printings, the colors are a bit different, and there's all these little variations.
Yep.
Some of them are more like green and blue and stuff.
Yep.
Do you know why they did that?
I have no idea. The sunset, I'm assuming?
I don't know if it's intentional, but like that, it looks like the one you have there is the specific one that I have in my Orvar deck, which is my favorite version of that painting of that island that Mark Pool did.
So, fun fact, I have a stack of them. And I was noticing that when I was pulling them out for this deck. And I was like,
Yeah.
why are they all different?
Yeah. So like there's all these different variations on it. There's like countless ones, but I have that specific one. That's my favorite one
Hell yeah.
of that. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with shutting the hell up and start talking as I put a counter on this Urza Saga here. And I am gonna play an island, and I will tap my Urza's Saga, my island to play Leadenmere. Yeah. Last turn.
All right. And tap out keep draw. I am going to play another laser swamp. And I'll just pass the turn.
Alrighty. One tap. We'll draw. And play 8 planes. And we'll tap for 3, and I'll cast a Blade Splicer. On ETB, I will make a Golem. I couldn't find my Infinite token, so we're using the Slap Potato from a Mr. Bever stream. And I will find better dice to represent the number. There we go. So 3-3. I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty, I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will play another island for land for turn. I will tap 3 and I will play a Wizard's Apprentice. You can pay 1 island and tap it for 3 colorless. I can play it as an instant. Let's do this. Let's go to combat. Fredo, I'm going to swing a 1-1 in the air at you.
Sounds good. I'll go to 19.
And then Hip, I will swing a 1-3 at yourself.
I will take 1. I'm devastated,
Oh, no.
as is my life total.
And then I'll just pass the turn from there.
Okay. I will untap. We'll keep draw. And see what I drew. In response to the counter trigger on my Urza's Saga. How many times have we all heard that phrase? I'm going to tap my Leadenmere and my island. I'll tap Urza's Saga, create a construct, literally solely because I just picked up this construct token and I'm obsessed with it, because look at it, it's so awesome. It's the best one. And then we'll put a counter on this, and it'll get sacrificed. And I will search my library for an artifact card with mana cost 0/1, put it on the battlefield and shuffle. And that artifact card that I'm going to get is going to be, of course, what is it going to be? That's a good question. It's going to be oops, upside down. Seat of the Synod. You didn't think I was going to get a land. And yet, here we are. Now I will slap down a swamp. Then I'm going to tap the swamp and the Seat of the Synod and play a time sieve, or sieve, or however the hell you pronounce that. And I will pass my turn.
That's pretty good. Alright, untap up you draw. Cool. Another swamp for turn, and then we're going to cast our first spell, which is this Phyrexian Arena. And then I will pass the turn.
Alrighty. Untap. Draw. We play a plains for turn, and then I'm gonna tap for 4. I'm really liking that Phyrexian Arena that Josh has over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a Wedding Ring,
Nice.
and we're gonna choose Josh. So Josh, anytime I draw during my turn, you'll draw with me,
Nice.
and anytime you draw during your turn, I'll draw with you.
Sweet.
From there, we'll go to combat, and I will swing my Golem over at Eric for hitting me in the air. That is a 3/3 with first strike.
I will take the 3.
Sounds good. And from there, I'll pass.
It's funny because I knew it was coming. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Play a land, an island for land for turn. Yeah. I will tap 4 and bring out Jace, Wielder of Misery. For those of you that don't know what Jace does, I will put it on screen real quick and read it. If I were to draw a card when my library has no cards, I win the game. Target player puts 2 cards from their library into the graveyard, and then they draw a card. And then I can -8, draw 7 cards. If my library has no cards, I win the game. And Uncommon Skill, thank you for the Party of 11 raid. I will uptick
Yeah, coach.
Jace once, bring him to 5. I will mill 2 cards. I don't need them face down. Pestilent Pelletier and an Arcane Laboratory, and then draw a card. And then I will just hold up and pass the turn.
As you're holding up and passing your turn, how much mana do you have there, Eric?
I have none open. I have 4 in total.
Okay. Your Mark Pool Island is tapped then.
Yeah, everything's tapped.
Okay. Wow. I'm definitely having one of those games where my deck is just like, here's your mana base. Look at how nice it is. Just here's your entire mana base. Let's play this swamp.
Dude, I love Bio's put in a lot of work to how he shows who's streaming. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You had to get creative because of how the things flag them.
I'm gonna play Urza, Lord High Artificer. So when it enters the battlefield, I will make a colorless construct, like this one. We'll do this art. I really should have remembered to adjust my aspect ratio before I entered this spell table. I have 2 constructs now. Currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts. What do you have for blockers, Eric?
1/1, a 1/3, and a 0/1.
What's JSAT?
5.
I will go to combat with this construct. And, ooh, well, actually, hold on. Do I want to go to combat with that? What do I do with my hand? Let's do this. I will tap Leadenmere, Construct, Time Sieve, and I will cast Mechanized Production to enchant artifact I control. I'll enchant this construct here. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I'll make a token that's a copy of enchanted artifact. And if I control 8 or more artifacts with the same name as one another, I win the game.
That an oil, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep. In my upkeep, I will lose a life and draw a card.
I'll draw it with you.
Yay. And then I will draw for turn.
I'll draw with you as well.
Nice. So, I think we will tap 2 and cast this Waste Not.
Ooh.
Then we're going to play this Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth for turn. And I will ship the turn there.
Alrighty. Well, untap, upkeep, you'll draw with me.
Nice.
Play a Fabled Passage for land for turn. We're going to crack it and grab 8 planes. It'll come in untap because I control 4 or more lands. Well, it untaps, but it's the same diff. I'll then tap 4 mana, and we're going to cast a Space Marine Devastator. No squad, but on ETV we'll destroy the construct that is enchanted by the mechanized production.
Okay. So that construct will die, and enchanted or mechanized production will go to my graveyard.
Sounds good. From there, we'll go to combat, and I'll swing my 3/3 over at Jace.
I'll block with the fairies.
Okey-dokes. I don't really have any other plays, so we'll pass the turn there.
Alrighty. I will untap, upkeep, draw. Play an island for land for turn. Let's do... Let's cause some chaos. Let's cause some chaos.
Windfall.
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
Do it.
So
If somebody has like 10 cards in hand, totally do it.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna tap one island to tap the apprentice to float the 3 colorless. And then I will tap a blue, 3 blues, and I will do Maddening Cacophony, and it's kicked. So, if this spell was kicked, each opponent mills half their library round up.
This is going to be so much easier than it is in Commander.
So much easier.
So much easier. Not even mad about getting milled, honestly. I'm just like, thank God it's easier than Commander.
Alright, 42, so I got a mill 21.
20, round it up.
6, 23. 2, 3, 4. 3.
22, 23, 24.
Eric, would you like me to list the cards milled?
I don't think we need to.
Are you sure?
I mean,
I'll fan through them on the camera.
yeah. It sounds like
I'll happily dictate them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like everybody's milling at least like 23 to 24 cards.
Yeah. I think all my win cons are gone.
That's usually what happens.
We can persist.
I like to persist.
And then I'll just pass the hold on. I'll tap the Surgical Bay and I'll play Front of Progress. Front of Progress enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. I can pay 3 colorless, tap it. Target player mills X. X is where the number of oil counters on Front of Progress. And then I will ship the turn.
Okay. I'm going to do the untap now.
Oh, I forgot to move 2 cards. Jeez. Oopsies. Doing too much.
Okay. I will untap, I will upkeep, I will draw. How many counters does Jace have?
5, because I forgot to do it last turn.
Does Josh, do you have your Planeswalker out?
I do not.
Where is your Planeswalker?
Oh, she's in here.
Oh, I gotcha.
I was going to say, I think the only one that does is myself. I think everybody else is still in the zone.
Let me just briefly examine my graveyard, which has recently expanded substantially. Just for a moment here. Yeah, if you hadn't milled Mirrodin Besieged, this mill would have been really nice.
Yep.
That's okay. I thought you hadn't, but I was like, nope, you have. Okay. Well, there's only very obvious things to do then. I'm going to play Academy Ruins. You get that on my screen. Then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Does that resolve?
Yep. From me, at least. Pass priority.
Yep.
Yay. Tezzeret is going to come in with 5 loyalties. And then we'll tap Time Sieve. And because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts with Seed of the Synod over here, it will only cost me a single blue mana, tapping Time Sieve for the single blue mana to cast Thoughtcast. So I'll do that. It will get 2 commander attacks. I'm going to draw 2. Cool. And Tezzeret Master of the Bridge says, creature and planeswalker spells I cast have affinity for artifacts. So I'm going to now cast Sculpting Steel for free. I'm going to use it to copy timeee, I guess. And then I'm going to tap that for a blue. We'll just keep the timeee on top of it so we know what it is. And I will play a cost-reduced Master of... Oh, you know what? That's not a legal play. It says creature and planeswalker spells. Can't do that, folks. I cannot do that. Never mind. So anyway, here's what I'll do. I'm going to +2 Tezzeret, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. So I will deal 4 damage to each opponent, and I will gain 4 life. Pass.
Untap, upkeep. I'll lose a life and draw a card.
I'll draw with you. Both
Nice.
cards.
And then draw for turn. Cool. We'll go ahead and play our swamp. Let's go ahead, tap 3, and cast Liliana of the Veil. She'll enter with 3 loyalty counters. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and plus her to 1. Each player discards a card.
Which Nash Barons.
Mine will be swamp.
I'll discard Swamp.
Alright, so on the Ash Barons, I'll make 2 black. On the swamp, I'll make 2 black.
Visitor of the Timbling Sands.
Vizier, it's a creature, so I get a Zambi. 2 Zambi. So, that's cool. That's pretty cool. So, with 4 black and 1, we're going to cast a Liliana Death's Majesty. She will come in with 5 loyalty. And then I would like to activate her to -3 down to 2 to reanimate a creature. Bring a creature from graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh no.
Which is going to be...
This is the problem, folks, when you mill people. They come back with vengeance.
I think it just has to be Sir Conrad.
Yeah, if there's a mono black deck at the table and you're milling everybody, you're basically just sending them to the circus of value.
And I believe that'll be my turn. I will pass.
At your end step, I'm gonna tap for 1. I'm gonna cast Ephemerate.
What an excellent magic card.
Yeah. I wish it could have been my signature spell. I mean, it could, but the rebound would just not work.
And that's what makes it so great.
We'll cast Blade Splice on Blade Splicer, so we'll get another golem that will also have the ability to attack, and then go to untap, upkeep. We'll get the rebound, and I'm going to cast it on Space Marine Devastator, and we'll target the time sieve, destroying it.
Okay.
Then I'll draw, so Josh, you'll draw with me.
Nice. Love it.
I'll then play a Plains for turn, and I'm going to overload for 6 total mana Winds of Abandon, exiling all creatures that my opponents control, and you will each get lands for each creature exiled this way.
Alex. This is what it feels like to ramp in Dimir. Alright, so I'll lose my Leaden Mirror, this Construct, and Urzalord High Artificer. So I guess I'll get 3 lands.
I'll get 2 lands.
I will get
They are
2 from
exiled. Did it just say, did you say basic, or is it just whatever land?
For a basic land.
for a basic land.
Tapped or untapped?
Tapped.
Tapped.
Okay.
Oh lord, this is. I think my hand is about the size of my deck.
With that, what are these planeswalkers at?
Guess I'm getting 3 islands. Apparently there's not a lot of swamps left in here.
Let's see. With we're gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna swing a golem each at Tezzeret and Liliana of the Veil, and we'll swing Blade Splicer over at Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. So that's 3 damage at Lily and Tezzeret, and 1 over at Jace.
Jace will go down
Alright,
to
Tezzeret's at
4.
4.
Yep. Lily's at 1.
Alrighty, and that's it for me. I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I will untap. Upkeep, draw. I will play an island for land for turn. I will then uptick Jace 1, bringing him up to 5. I'll mill 2 cards, an island, a totem scar, and then I will draw. Let's see if I can do it. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, let's do it again. I'll tap all my land, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will tap all 8 of my land. And I will Madden Cacophony again. So each player mills half their deck, round up.
You said you were gonna mill yourself, not everyone else.
Listen.
I was like excited to see this weird deck. You kept talking about how weird it was, and I'm like, bro, you're just milling us.
So
I was scammed into a mill game.
so it's funny because I have so many. So half the cards in this deck are the pestilent pesketeers, and usually I mill myself out. This is the first couple of times. This is the first game that I've ever milled everybody out. Yeah, man.
I have
Build my Rise of the Dark Realms.
17 cards. I'm gonna mill 9 cards.
Yep.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I milled 9. Got some pretty good
No,
hits.
I have 18. Nope, I have 17. I cannot count. I'm gonna count it again. I was right the first time. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My deck is now a hand.
Mhm.
Cranial Plating, Command Tower, Silver Mirror, Time Master Thopterist, blah blah blah, all this stuff.
And then I'll just pass the turn after that, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna just at your end step here, I'm going to cast Look at my graveyard for a second.
Yeah, because the craziest thing is I usually use the pestilent pesteers, mill myself, and then I'll get like compelling argument, mill myself there, and then the tomb scar, mill myself there, dream twist, mill myself, and then there's something else I have in here that I can mill myself to.
At
Usually,
least I don't have to try to draw cards.
right?
Alright. I think what I'll do is we'll go to my turn. I'm gonna untap. Here in my upkeep, before my draw step, I'll tap Academy Ruins, paying 2 blue mana to its ability, and I will put a target artifact card from my graveyard on top of my library. So I'm going to put target artifact card from my graveyard Mirror Battle Sphere on top of my library. Yeah. Mystery card goes on top of my library. Draw. Ooh, a Mirror Battle Sphere. And...
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. I will play a Buried Ruin. I have 6 mana available. I have Seed of the Synod is an artifact. And creatures and planeswalker spells I cast have affinity for artifacts. Since Mirror Battlesphere is a creature, it will be reduced by 1 for the 1 artifact that I have. So I can just pay 6 for it. I'll play Mirror Battlesphere. I don't have mirror tokens, so I will just put Or on this Chun-Li Countless Kicks to show that I have 4 mirrors. And then... Oh, I miss Urza. Oh, man. Urza's so good. Sad now. Well, that's alright. Because I have 6 artifacts, so I think I will just +2 Tezzeret, and I'll do 6 damage to all your faces, and I will gain 6. And then I'm going to pass.
Oh, let's see. Tap. Upkeep, lose a life, and draw a card. And then draw a turn.
I'll draw with you.
Great, it draws with me. Okay. I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm going to +1 Liliana of the Veil for all of us to discard a card. Mine is the War Room.
A Flicker Wisp.
Master of Ethereum.
Alright, Eric, what did you discard?
I'll do a pestilent pestier.
3 zombies. It's open for mana. Not fly. That's that. Okay. Jeez, yeah. I'm gonna plus this Liliana, make another zombie, and mill 2 cards. Gary, and a black market. Let's put stuff out there, even though it's probably not going to be long for this world. We'll tap 7 and cast this Shieldred Whispering one. And then I have to pass the turn.
Alright, well, untap, upkeep, have to sacrifice a creature, so we'll sack the, Wall of Omens. Then I'll draw, so Josh, you'll draw with me.
Yep.
Play a Plains for land for turn. And I'm gonna tap for 2. I'm gonna cast Suture Priest. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain 1 life, and whenever a creature enters an opponent's control, I can have that player lose 1 life. Don't have that many great options here. Kinda have to... Not looking great. Tap for 3. I cast Grasp of Fate, and we're going to target Shieldred, Tezzeret, and the artifact that you have, Eric.
Yep.
What does that do?
It just exiles it under the enchantment.
Oh, yeah, command zone, of course.
Cool. So from there, yes, everything else is too large to try to get through. Guess we'll just pass the turn. Go, Eric.
Alrighty. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play an island for land for turn. Let's do this. I'm going to mill 2 cards and then draw a card. Pestilent Pesteer, and oh no. Jace the Perfect Mind. Signed by the one and only little buddy Bo, who cosplays him at almost every Magic event from the Magic family. And let's draw a card. I could do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be perfect. I'm gonna tap 5 islands and play a Premierian Drake. Flying when it ETBs, I can untap 5 lands. It's a 2/3 flyer. And then I will tap 5 lands again and play a Mimic Wall. When it ETBs, I can search my library for a target instant or sorcery, put it in my hand. Let's do... I'm going to put a Tomb Scour back in my hand. And then I will tap 3, and I will play Jace Barlin. And then I will uptick him to... So each player draws a card.
Sweet. Thanks.
how many cards do you have in your library?
Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All
Thought I
right.
had 7 before, but I guess I had 8.
All right. I'm gonna tap one, and I'm gonna Tomb Scour. So target player puts the top 5 cards of his or her library into the graveyard.
The top 5.
Top 5.
Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 2 left. Chromo's Seed Shark, Talisman of Dominance, Thopter Spy Network, Mistvault Bridge, Ethereum Sculptor.
And then I will pass turn after that.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. And then here at my upkeep, trying to separate these. I just don't have a lot of room here. Okay, so at my upkeep, I'll tap Academy Ruins, and I'll tap a couple of islands. Okay. I'm going to put target artifact card from my graveyard on top of my library. We're going to do Time Sieve. I will draw Time Sieve at my draw step.
Mm-hmm.
I will play Time Sieve for a blue and a black. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cast Sculpting Steel, targeting Mirror Battlesphere. So I will get... Oh, wait, hold on. Am I upkeep? Don't I have to sack a creature for Shieldred?
Oh, Shieldred is gone.
It's gone.
Childred's gone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you killed Shieldred. That's right. Okay, so I'll get 4 more mirrors, and then I'll get another Mirror Battlesphere. Then... I am going to tap Time Sieve. I will sacrifice 5 mirrors to take an extra turn after this one.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm going to go to my next turn. So I will untap. Ooh. Balls. Did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. I should have sacked Sculpting Steel. Crap. Oh, I did it now. 8. I have 9 mana. Now my upkeep. I think what we do is put Raptor Assembly there. How many runs to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So I'll draw Thopter Assembly. And I think if no one has any interaction, I think I can basically just keep taking enough extra turns to get me there to do this.
With each of those, though, you'll be losing 5 life from the Suture Priest. Just a heads up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play that then.
Okay.
So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll play Thopter Assembly. I am now going to tap Time Sieve, sacrificing these 3 mirrors. Oh, I lose a life off Thopter Assembly, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sacrifice the 3 Chun-Li Countless Kicks mirrors. Sacrifice Sculpting Steel. Sacrifice Mirror Battle Sphere. Take an extra turn. Go to my next turn. Untap. Do the Academy Ruins thing. We'll put, or at the beginning of my upkeep, control no Thopters other than this, so I'll make 5 Thopters. I'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life. Thopters. 5. Going to put let's put Sculpting Steel on top of my library. I will draw that. Tap 6. After assembly, lose a life.
I'd like to respond to the Thopter Assembly.
Okay. I was going to tap Time Sieve again. I realized I forgot to untap it.
I'm going to try to Tragic Slip one of the Thopters.
Okay. What does that do?
Gives it -1/-1.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's all I had.
Gotcha. Right. I am now going to tap Time Sieve, sack 4 Thopters, and Seed of the Synod. Go to next turn. Untap. After assembly comes back, 5 Thopters. Go to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap this stuff here. Going to put on top of my deck Mirror Battle Sphere. Have to do Seed of the Synod. Yes. Put Seed of the Synod here. I'll draw this. Replay Seed of the Synod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Raptor Assembly. Good. Okay, sack 5 Thopters. Oh, lose a life off Thopter Assembly. Go to next turn. Untap. Return Thopter Assembly. Hit 5 Thopters. 2, and another thing. I'm going to put need a land, I guess. I've never done this before, if you can't tell.
It's all good. Play it out. Because you'd be at 12 life right now.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Get the Thopters. Vault of Whispers I'll put on top of my deck. Get it. Play it for turn. Let's do after assembly, lose a life, sack these, take extra turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that. Okay, next turn, untap. Hit 5 Thopters, lose 5 life. I am not going to put anything on top of my library, so I'll draw this card. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8 with Academy Ruins. I'll cast Tezzeret. It's going to ETB with 5 loyalty. I will +2 him up to 7. Doing let's see, I have Vault of Whispers, Seed of the Synod, Time Sieve, and 5 Thopters. So that'll be 8 damage to all of you. I'll gain 8 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thopters get an extra turn. I will untap on the next turn. I will put Mistvault Bridge on top of my library. Draw that. Play it for turn. Activate Tezzeret. Do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to all of you, and I think that's it.
Yep.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Yep.
GG's.
GG's.
Nice.
So I think Josh would have been.
That took so long.
I was going to say, I think Josh would have been pretty close to drawing himself out.
Oh yeah, I would have had to try to win on my turn, which I wasn't
Yeah.
going to be able to do, because on Fredo's draw step I just die.
Yeah.
In the wedding.
The card remaining in my library was Tezzeret the Seeker. Really seeing the value of Academy Ruins in this Mill Oathbreaker game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Definitely was there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, how was your first Oathbreaker game?
That was wild. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there. I'm trying to figure out how to order things and set up. You know, very similar to Commander, but
Yeah.
trying not to run out of Commander that can easily just be taken out after you cast it. Is
Yeah, it's
something I'm working through in my head.
right. It's definitely one of those ones where you're like, oh man, this would be awesome, but how do I make it work?
Yep.
Well,
And I had pieces. The second Maddening Cacophony hit my Rise of the Dark Realms,
yeah.
Ooh.
so that was going to be a fun little ride if we got back to that.
Yeah, that's what it comes down. Like I said, I've never, as bad as it sounds, I've never really milled anybody out with this. The probably 20 times I've played it, I've always milled myself out because I get the Pestilent Pestilentiers, and I just keep, because they're only 2-drop, so I just keep getting them, and then I mill myself, and then by the time it comes to my turn, I'm good. But and the other thing is I didn't have Bragavand out either. So, well, I do not have time for a game 2. But I am very glad that you all joined me. So what we'll do is we'll go around the table, starting with Fredo. Fredo, why don't you tell people where they can find you? I will put your links in the chat. And tell them what you thought of Oathbreaker.
Sounds good. Hi everyone, I'm Fredo, or Virtue_MTG on the social media websites, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. Yeah, I like playing Oathbreaker. It's very much faster. The lines are less forgiving, because everyone is able to refine their decks down, right, and has access to 2 cards in the command zone essentially. Not all too different from partner, but yeah, I always like playing Oathbreaker. Thank you for having me.
Always. Hip, how about yourself?
I had a blast playing Oathbreaker. I never get tired of this Oathbreaker deck. I don't really get to play Oathbreaker all that often. But I love this. I didn't build it, but I did switch out that one big-brained blue guy whose name I can never remember. It's like Pi or something, P-A-I, I think. I switched it out for Chrome Host Seed Shark, which just slaps in here.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Anyway, I love playing all formats of Magic. I'm really curious and excited about $30 Vintage. I really want to build a deck in that. And you can see me tomorrow and very frequently, often with Eric and, of course, on Chris of One More Game MTG's channel, playing Pauper Commander pretty much like every single week. I also have a Discord you can come check out, hang out. We've got somewhere from 100 to 150 people in there. It hovers around 130. We'd love to get more people in, play more games.
Fun fact that
On Twitter, decks on Moxfield, blah, blah, blah.
Fun fact that nerd Chris is painting some Warhammer characters tonight.
What a nerd. Nah,
what-
love Chris.
One of our childhood friends is really big into Warhammer, and Chris showed an interest to it, and for his birthday last week, our friend Brian got him a bunch of Warhammer things to paint and play with, and I was like, "Oh, you don't want to play another TCG, but you'll buy plastic and paint it?" And he's like, "Shut up." He's like, "Shut up." Josh, how about yourself?
So, I'm Josh, or Rebel. You can find me on Twitter, Rebel6812. And then also, I didn't think of this earlier because I was scramble-brained, but we are still streaming over on twitch.tv/RebelGaming68 on Sundays. We're currently doing a boxing league with our local friend group. And it's really fun. We're using the point structure for Commander Versus, and then based on where you are in the standings, following the games and all your points, you get money to upgrade the decks. So we just finished up week 5 yesterday, so it's a lot of fun to watch. The decks are very cheap, but very efficient. But yeah, that's it for me.
Hell yeah.
Blast to play. Hopefully I get some more Oathbreaker games in. Be able to refine this list a little bit more and see where it can go.
Definitely. Like I said, I do it every month. The last Monday of every month, we do Oathbreaker here. Near and dear to my heart, when Weird Cards taught me how to play Jason, I fell in love with the format. Again, it's easier to teach people how to play Magic because there's not so many cards and lines to remember. And then especially not having those overpriced things that we like to have in CEDH. So, but for me, for all of you,
yet, still just as powerful.
right? For me, all of y'all that don't know who I am, I'm EB Shiny. I stream here every Monday, 7:30. Once in a great while, we'll do Pauper Talk, depending on what we want to talk about. I'm assuming we're going to do it next week because we're going to have a lot of pre-releases for Cedar Junction. You guys can go check out Chris from One More Game. I know he has 2 cards that he's going to be releasing. I believe it's the 29th, which is Friday. Other than that, we'll be back here next Monday with some Pauper EDH, no max hand size, start with 10 cards in hand. I still have room on the April schedule, so hit me up, check it out. We got some crazy games that are still open, like playing EDH, but you can have multiple cards like the 99. So you can have, maybe 4 Ponders, or maybe, you can have 4 Jessica Wills in there. So that's going to be a fun one. Other than that, check out the sponsors. Foxy's Proxies, making them dope proxies and backpacks. If you see me at a con, normally that's what's on my back, and that's usually what the tokens I'm using. If Foxy doesn't have it, I use Megan's Infinity tokens. And then card boxes are the best from Infinivalt. They're awesome. These should be dropping within the next couple of months. This is the single deck. The big deck box is downstairs. I don't feel like going to get it. Well, let's see who we can raid over to. Let's raid over to Alex from Trivial Encounters. I don't know what he's playing. He's probably playing some Pauper or some Plains Chase.
Yeah, and Eric, before we go, I still have my Pauper deck that I first made to come on your channel,
Hell
which
yeah.
is my Ravenous Squirrel deck.
That is awesome.
And I'm actually making upgrades to it right now because some people at our LGS were wanting to play some Pauper.
So I will be at Rags to Riches next weekend playing in the competitive Pauper tournament. I'm using a deck that there is only 2 people that know the whole list, and there's a bunch of people that have played at the LGS that we've gotten into competitive Pauper. I'll let you guys know more about this deck after. It tends to be, Chris and I were talking about it on Pauper Talk, with us being streamers, and most people know that I'm a combo player. You kind of know what I'm going for in a deck, but I changed it up a little bit for this tournament to see if I can actually sit down at a table and not be the first one to die playing Gretchen. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Other than that, we're going to raid over to Alex's channel.